everyone.
Hi.
Christina.
Vera.
And you guys, Vera and I wanted to wish you
A
Happy New Year.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, we hope it's yay.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. And Vera and I wanted to...
2016 kind of sucked.
Yeah, it did for a lot of people.
It started off really good. And I thought, oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very challenging year for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But we wanted to remind them about our New Year's tradition,
right,
which is...
We pick a rune for the year, and this one is Laguz, which is flow. I don't know if you can see that.
And if you don't know what a rune is, it's like these little rocks.
Celtic symbols that have been used for centuries, right, with the Celtic peoples. And Laguz represents flow, water, fluidity, that kind of thing. And it says, unseen powers are active here, which is interesting. Powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand, because sometimes you just don't understand why it's happening, but it is. And that's going to happen a lot in 2017.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll have a habit of analyzing. We want to overanalyze things instead of just going with the flow.
Yeah. And it speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. So we're going to be using our spirituality, our intuition, that kind of thing a lot more in 2017.
Wow.
And the moon draws up towards union and merging. So that's pretty interesting. This rune often signals a time for cleansing, reevaluating, and my kitty's trying to help us with that. Reorganizing and realigning. So that's interesting too.
That is.
A rune of deep knowing. It may call you to study spiritual matters in readiness for self-transformation, because there's going to be a lot of self-transformation in 2017. Success now lies in contacting your intuitive wisdom and attuning to your own rhythms. A rune of self-relating rightly to the self. Laguz signifies what alchemists call the conjunctio, or sacred marriage. In fairy tales, it is the end where the hero and the heroine live happily ever after.
You know, that's interesting. It sounds like a real transformation type of a year for us, because that's like the hero and the heroine, it sounds to me like it's aspects of ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
The emotion, the intellect, or the spiritual and the physical.
The yin and the yang.
Yeah, merging together to experience our life and live our chart.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, and we're going to have to go more towards that spirituality so that we could understand what the heck is happening.
Yeah.
You know, because it's going to be so different. Yeah,
that's one of the things that Vera and I, we wanted to talk about coming up soon. An upcoming episode is some of the, for lack of a better term, world type changes, or changes of our, society and that type of thing that Vera's gotten from Angus in trance sessions about what's going on now and what's to come.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff. So we'll have to bring that up. But this was a really good message for us all. And also we wanted to remind you that being that New Year's Eve is upon us, one of the traditions that we have is...
write a petition, and you ask for everything that you want for yourself, for others, for family, for friends, for the world, which is really important. And my tradition, and you don't have to do this, of course, is I burn it on at midnight.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I've done that.
Bringing in the new year.
Yeah. So you could do that, or you can burn it the next day. It doesn't matter. You don't have to burn it. You can keep it, so that you can go reference back to it if you like to. Yeah. You could bury it. You could do whatever you want with it. But, it's the act of writing it. And I prefer not to do it on the computer, even though I know it doesn't take as much time. But just having your hand on that pen, and you're connecting to your subconscious mind, you're utilizing all of that energy. I just love the writing part of it.
Yeah, that's something that Vera told me about.
It's more creative.
It's like we use a different part of our brain. And it's true.
Yeah.
It's like, whenever I'm writing anything for a story or a book that I want to do or something like that, because I always want to do it with the hand because of what you had mentioned to me before.
Yeah, I know it's people nowadays don't write, but gosh, it really does make a difference in connecting with yourself.
Yeah, and it's called a petition, and you can get as detailed as you want about the things that you want to have happen.
Yeah, and like I tell everybody every year, it doesn't have to be legible. Like my grandson, when he was 3 or 4, I had him writing petitions, and he thought he was writing something, of course, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like lines and things. And to this day, he still writes it like that.
Really?
Yeah, because Asna and Father God know what you're writing.
It's the intent.
The intent, so you don't have to actually, have it perfect and cursive and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just putting your thoughts down.
It could even be symbols, for that matter. Yeah. That's cool. So you might want to do those things.
Or whatever your tradition is.
Or whatever your tradition is. Enjoy the new year, bringing it in.
Yeah.
And we will see you soon.
Bye.